friends, it's Lila. It's late at night, so I'm going to record this tarot tag. Where did I put the name? It's by Rachele from Amethyst Ascension. Can I speak tonight? I don't know. What is it, TarotTube 2026. Let's get started. I'll put the information in the description box, so if you want to come along on this ride and hop on. While I do this tag, I'm going to go ahead and just flip through one of my faves. This is the Really Badly Drawn Tarot. Even worse. What was it? Even the worst omen will put a smile on your face. That is this tarot. So it's one of my faves. Let's see here. Now, I don't have small hands, but I do have very dry hands. Yeah. Let's go ahead here. All right. I had to remove some cards because I don't feel like putting little bikinis or swimsuits on these cards for the TarotTube. So let me just put this away. I have too many decks. Okay. First things first. These are not in order. As you can see, it's a chunky deck. Let's get to it. This is the Ace of Cups. Actually, I'm not going to name it because then I'm just going to go on tangents. Let's see here. The first question is the growth that I've experienced. I'm already forgetting to flip. All right. It's been one of those days. Okay. When I started my channel, actually, you know what? I was a viewer of TarotTube. Let me just get this closer here. I was a viewer, a lurker, a creeper of TarotTube for years. I don't even remember when I started watching TarotTube. It was Kellyanne Maddox, The Truth and Story, The Hermit's Cave. I'm trying to think of Tarot Oracle. There was some other ones. They're not coming to mind right now. Let's scoot in here. It's late. I'm getting distracted. I really hadn't engaged. I just watched. And it's been many years. Maybe about 15 years. I don't even know. Maybe a little bit more. I've been reading tarot since I was 18. So it's been 31 years. Oh my God, that's crazy. Sorry, that is nuts. I don't know how I got here. But anyways, so yeah, I've been reading tarot for 31 years. I do read professionally. I love the expression on Knight of Cups. I'm going off topic. Let me get back to topic. Let's see here. When I found myself with wanting to start a YouTube channel, the reason I wanted to start a YouTube channel was because I really didn't have any outside really friendships or really not family. I have my mother. I take care of my mother-in-law with late stage dementia. She lives with me. So they both do, actually. I take care of both of them. She's 94 now with late stage dementia. She lives here. And I have my mother who's 84 with her normal complaining self. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I am super busy and don't have really any life. I didn't have really any life because I was working 7 days a week, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. And then I'm taking care of my mother-in-law. And it's not just like taking care of an elderly person. If you know, you know. It's tough. I would rather take care of 20 children. I'm just kidding. No, it's very difficult. And if you know, you know. I decided to start a channel so that I can meet people and make some friends, have some kind of fun, because home life is very stressful. Plus I have 4 dogs and then a husband. I started it because I wanted to connect. I wanted to have some fun. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to talk to people about things that I enjoy, that I liked. When I started my channel, I don't think I had come out to my family or even my husband. I was in the closet. My family knows now. My husband knows too. That's very recent. Before, they didn't know anything. Nobody knew anything except for friends that I used to have and so forth. That's another story. I've grown really comfortable now. At first, it's so weird talking to nobody. Now I can shoot the shit and don't need an audience. I've gone on live, didn't turn on the microphone for 30 minutes. Luckily, somebody did come into the live and was like, hello, we can't hear you. Did that twice, but I still love it, and that's okay. My growth has been community, friendship, and confidence. It's interesting because when I first started on YouTube, I met somebody and I mentioned to them that I was thinking about starting a channel because I wanted to meet people. The person told me, you're not going to make any friends on there because everybody's just interested in work, basically making that YouTube was just basically all work for everybody. I usually fly by the seat of my pants. I do my own thing. Wilbur, what are you looking at, boo-boo? I did. I started my YouTube channel and thinking whatever happens, happens. Started my channel and would go into lives to connect with people. You would get people that, and I've heard about dramas in the tarot community for years before I even came into it. So I'm familiar with how there's these cliques and people can be. We're going to people's lives. Some people just would not even acknowledge you, even if you were nice and friendly, whatever. I disengage. I just go on with my own merry way. One person, though, that has always been so lovely and just such a beautiful person is Rachele. She was one of the first people that actually was very kind and reached out and made me feel welcome, made me feel like I wasn't just an invisible person. I could see her authenticity and the love and joy that she brings to her community. I experienced having fun and meeting friends and having a good time. Now, lessons I've learned. One of the biggest lessons I've learned, excuse me, is just because someone belongs to a spiritual community does not mean they're spiritual. Just because someone uses spiritual language doesn't mean that they're operating from compassion. What I've learned is to pay attention to energy. And to tell you the truth, I actually learned this years ago. I had to learn it years ago. I pay attention to the energy behind the words. So even though somebody's saying love and light and smiling, I can read their true intentions or their true self. You can be blunt because I am. I've heard some people say, I'm an Aquarius. I am an Aquarius. I'm a Leo, rising in Aquarius moon. I do understand that. You can be blunt and still be kind. It's not about that whitewashing, the nice all the time. It's about being ethical. I've also learned the importance of leading with kindness and empathy, especially in a community where people, in all communities, right, where people are vulnerable. People share their lives, their anxieties, their grief, their hopes. I'm really aware how powerful words can be. I've learned something else too, that not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves access to your nervous system. You don't have to stay in places that you feel shaming or dismissive. My biggest takeaway is that I want TarotTube to feel like a circle with room for everyone, not a courtroom. I'm a little messy. I'm human. I'm here to connect. I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to compete. I'm not here to police people's practice, just to be real, to build good energy together. Let me see here. I didn't go off on too many tangents. The next one is shared moments. What shared moments brought us together? Collaborations. I think that watching or being part of collaborations has definitely brought community together. It's live streams, because live streams are the new way of hanging out. It's the new way of kicking it and just hanging out and just chatting. It's also talking about deck opinions. It feels like you're at a pajama party, like a sleepover. VRs and tags. Because I know some people roll their eyes at tags and VRs, I do love them though. I think they're so much fun. One thing about these tags is that they give people a way to participate even if they're shy. It's like an easy invitation for somebody who's coming into the community. It's like, hey, come sit with us. For me personally, it's just the everyday moments, the comments, the conversation, the little jokes, the silliness, the messiness, because we're human, the deck enabling. We're all adults here too. I just want to say that everybody's responsible for their own budget, for what they watch and what they buy. Enabling, whenever I say that, it's more of a joke, because if I purchase something, it's on me. I'm an adult. It's on whoever's watching. Nobody should be blaming anybody for anything. Watch it, don't watch it. The talking about decks, not ranking each other, just showing up as real people to enjoy and want to connect. That's part of what I want to protect, because TarotTube is good. So, let me see. The realities of navigating TarotTube in this current form. Right now, honestly, it's like a mix. Because on one hand, it's still the most like creative, comforting corner of the internet. People are sharing decks, learning together, laughing. The other reality is the algorithm rewards what grabs attention fast. Not always what's thoughtful, not always what's fair. Sometimes you'll see content get pushed that's more divisive, more shamey, more hot take, because it spikes emotion. That can ripple into the community where people start feeling judged on normal stuff that people normally do. I just want to be clear that having opinions is fine. Critiquing decks is fine. Having goals, monetizing, growing a channel, also fine. The line for me is when someone's content style turns into shaming other creators or viewers, because then it stops being critique and it turns into ranking people. I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. I'm going to do it in a funny way because that's just me. The next part, what was I going to say? Sorry. I want to talk about, oops, I forgot you to flip. I wanted to talk about a pattern I've been noticing. It's not tea spilling, more like tea staining. Because there's a difference between having an opinion and using your opinion like a tiny little weapon. I'm going to talk about critique versus shame. Before we start, I just want to be clear. I'm not naming names. I'm talking about patterns, because I'm not here to send anyone hate parade. I'm here to protect the vibe without becoming the vibe police. I am going to talk about these patterns that I've seen in a funny way, because that's just how I do things. I don't know why I do things the way I do things, but whatever. I'm going to use two voices. The critique voice is going to be a normal voice. Then I have a shame voice that I'm going to use. It's the little gremlin voice. There's going to be two. If your feelings get poked, please consult your emotional inner cookie. Here's some differences. I forget to flip. Critique is about a thing. Shame is about a person. Critique has boundaries. Shame has rankings. Critique says, not for me. Shame says, if you like that, you're less than. Here I'm going to go into some examples. So, the first example, deck taste. Critique. This deck isn't for me. The art style doesn't click and I won't use it. Shame. If you like this deck, you're a basic biscuit with side of unseasoned opinions. Why is this fly there? I don't know how dry my hands are. Monetization. Critique. Some creators monetize. That's neutral. Let's focus on transparency and ethics. If you want monetization, you're a capitalist crouton trying to sell vibes. Deck walkthroughs. I don't do walkthroughs. I prefer discussion and technique videos. Shame. Walkthrough people are just flipping cardboard like dollar store librarians. Would you like to check out this book, please? Because I do walkthroughs all the time. VRs and tags. Critique. Tags aren't my format. I love that they help people connect. Shame. If you do tags, you're just answering the same 15 questions like a copy and paste cucumber. We have another example. Tiny hand jokes. Critique. I mentioned my hand size once because it helps viewers. Shame. If you mention tiny hands, you're a dainty hand evangelist seeking applause. Then we have the chunky guidebooks or chunky decks. Critique. I don't use the word chunky because it's harmless and cute. Shame. If you say chunky, you're a meme marinated muffin and I revoke your dictionary. Let me change decks here because we're done with this little guy. I don't know where I put the box. I'll just put it over here. Let's flip through this one. Out of Hand Tarot by Jamie Sawyer. Both of the decks that I just showed were created by artists, real artists, not AI. I don't have a problem with AI. I'm just mentioning it because I did use an AI deck for the tarot spread that I did for this video. Why am I shuffling? Okay, because I'm tired. Let's start. Let's see here. Let's go into the next example. Aesthetic props on camera. Critique. Some people like simple setup. Some like crystals and cloths. Both are valid. Look at this, talking about setup. Shame. If you have crystals on camera, you're a TJ Maxx sorcerer cosplaying depth. Another example. One deck versus many decks. Critique. I use one deck at a time. Someone else might use 3, 100, 1,000 decks at a time. Shame. If you only use one deck, you're a single deck sandbag who fears flavor. Next example, court card learning. Critique. Court cards can be tricky. Study helps and intuition matters. Now, shame. If you're still learning chords, you're a grifter granola bar and I will not take you seriously. Next is another example. Resonates language. Critique. I use resonates sometimes, but I get why people don't like it. Shame. If you say resonates every 12 seconds, you're a frequency ferret looking for snacks and validation. And I say, honestly, same. I'll take some snacks and validation. I wanted to bring up that if a person is trying to get monetized, if a person is trying to sell products, if a person is trying to be successful, that doesn't make them fake. It doesn't make them inauthentic. It doesn't perfect. People need to make money to pay for groceries, to support their children, to support their families, for health, for medical bills, for anything. It does not mean that they're fake, they're inauthentic, or a bad person. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with somebody coming on YouTube and having a strategy. I can't speak. A strategy. It doesn't mean that they're automatically wrong, that they're inauthentic, that they're fake. A strategy is neutral. Monetization is neutral. Wanting to have a business and sell products is neutral. Having goals is neutral. Wanting to be successful is neutral. Wanting to feed your family, it's just, you know what I mean? What makes it wrong is when strategy is shame people to make yourself look superior. I'm not claiming to know anybody's intentions. I'm talking about this style of content does to the community. Let's talk about why shame content grows fast. So, shamey content can blow up fast. Because if you ever thought about it, why is this algorithm pushing this? You're not imagining it. First, outrage travels faster than nuance. A calm, fair take is like a slow cooker. Shame content is like the office microwave when someone reheats fish and the whole building has to live with the decision. People click because they're nervous. They go, what? Wait, what did she say? What did they say? What did he say? Second, shame content creates instant teams. So it's not, do you like this deck? It becomes, are you one of the good readers? Are you one of the bad readers? Humans love fake ranking systems. It gives people the illusion of certainty and superiority. That's addictive. Third, I guess, it farms comments because people feel forced to respond. They either defend themselves, defend friends, argue, stitch duets, etc., etc. The algorithm, it doesn't speak ethics, it speaks engagement. So conflict looks like success. It's easy content. It's easier to point at other people and go, look at them, than do the slower work of building something, like teaching, creating, reviewing, thoughtfully, or making community content. Also, a quick reality check. If someone leaves you on red, that doesn't automatically mean they're rude or fake. People have jobs, kids, burnout, health stuff, grief, ADHD, life. I'm not playing the they didn't reply, therefore they're evil game. That's not commentary. That's middle school with better lighting. Now, critique is not the problem. Discussion is not the problem. Even commentary isn't automatically bad. The problem is when the growth strategy is making people feel small so you can look big. That's not critique. That's a clout treadmill powered by shame. There's so much. It's late and I'm tired. Let people do what they do. I don't get bothered with negativity. I won't watch. I'll disengage and I'll move on with my life. I won't let anybody live rent-free in my emotions, in my nervous system, in my head. Interesting where there's these patterns of people trying to portray themselves as above other people and shaming others for people being themselves. If it makes you happy, do it. I do walkthroughs because they're easy. By the end of the day, after everything that I do, I just want to have fun, chit chat about the deck, look at pretty pictures. And that's fine for me. If you want a deep dive, there's room for everybody. I support everybody. We're here to connect. We're not here to tear each other down for things that are just normal. I usually think before I speak, so I'm always saying all kinds of stuff. Who cares? I don't say anything to hurt somebody, and that's the thing that's different. If you're just talking about my hands are so dry over This deck is so chunky. That's really what's bothering you? What does it matter? This world is so upside down. We really need to lead with love, with kindness, with empathy, not with this BS. Because that's where it's gotten us, where people just want to step on each other to get to the top. There's a lot of really good people, like my sisterhood. Even though I'm terrible, I'm sorry. I always miss the chat and the Zooms because it's my ADHD. I'm horrible with chat. Lately, I've been missing all the meetings. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm overwhelmed with stuff. I've met some really wonderful, beautiful people. I'm really grateful. I don't worry about what others say because that's their baggage. In life, we will never stop growing. Reflection is the key. We need to constantly reflect and check ourselves, checks and balances. Strive to be good human beings. We're all different. What's interesting is to learn about our differences and have fun. I'm here for fun and games and silliness. I think there's another question that I forgot. I don't know if I wrote down what kind of videos I want to do for YouTube or something. I'll do anything, whatever idea I get. If I want to hop on a live or if I want to just do another walkthrough, I'm going to do it and I'm going to enjoy it. The longer you read tarot, the more you understand the language of the cards. You can read it. Everybody can read whatever they want, whatever way they want. Intuitive reading is as valid as the book reading. Nothing is better or worse. So somebody who reads right by the book or reads only intuitively doesn't make that person better or worse. We're all different. We should uplift each other and celebrate each other. People shouldn't project their wounds on other people. And also, you don't know what somebody's going through. Life is super hard. Life is tough. You don't know what somebody's going through in their life. I think that's all I'm gonna say because I'm super tired and I'm just blabbering. I don't know if this makes sense. I did do my tarot spread here. Let's see here. My throat. There's this fly in here. What the hell? Get out of here. My God. Let me put this away. Please don't scream in horror. This is an AI deck. These are 3 cards I chose. The first was the past. What has the tarot community taught me so far? With the 8 of Cups, it's taught me discernment. I already knew about that. It's more of a reminding that don't forget discernment. We're all able to just walk away, that I'm able to walk away if it doesn't feel aligned. It's not anything dramatic. For the next one is the present. What is the current energy of my relationship with TarotTube? I got the Queen of Cups. Lead with kindness, empathy, compassion, and being supportive, being a safe place. Also making sure that my cup that the Queen of Cups is holding, that I keep my heart open and my cup full. I need to keep my boundaries working. The integration. What lesson, excuse me, what lesson am I meant to carry forward? I have the Knight of Swords. Very important boundaries, clarity, and very clear boundaries. Not arguing with people who want conflict, not entertaining that kind of energy, keeping my peace, and cutting through noise and choosing what protects my peace and joy. Basically, 8 of Cups, I can walk away, I stay kind, and I can stay clear. That is my spread. I feel like I ran out of gas because I'm super tired. Excuse me. I probably did this tag wrong. I think there was some other questions. I can't remember. Thanks thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am grateful for everyone that I've met here and the connections that I've made. I love watching all kinds of videos. I love watching content that's different. I love watching this fly. What the hell? I love watching, oh my goodness, what the hell? It attacked me. This biatch attacked me. What the hell? I swear that flies have evolved. These little fuckers have evolved. What was I saying? Shit. I lost my train of thought. I'm so tired. I am here to support everybody. I might not get to watch or comment on everybody's video because I'm super busy with life, what I have to do with my mother-in-law, my mother, my 4 dogs, and I'm trying to do something for work, and I also read for clients. So I do readings. TarotTube has been my time to just have fun, just come out, say hi, connect, and have fun because life is really tough. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you soon. I forgot. Please share, like, and subscribe. Because, I want to get monetized.